Praise the Lord. I greet you all in the name of Jesus. My name is Ifranur Warsame, and my baptized name is Victoria Johanna. I came from a Somali community, but I was born in Tanzania, a place called Singida. We were 8 siblings, but after my dad died, we relocated to Kenya, a place called Isiolo. That time I was 4 years, and I was the last born of the 8 siblings. After I went there to Isiolo, I started there in Kenya to study for my primary education nursery. After that, I started the nursery school when I was 8 years. Class 2. My mother passed away. She was sick by diabetes sickness. But before that, we have taken with a church called Methodist Church for compassion, for orphanage. I was one of them. So we were going to school, and the Saturdays we are going to the compassion. One day my mother was very sick, so I went to that church. I talked to the pastor, told my pastor that my mom, she's sick. He's supposed to follow me to my mom so that I can pray to my mom. But my pastor told me how can I go to your house while your people is Somali, especially, and they are Muslims. All of them are Muslims. And that time also me, I was a Muslim. So I cried, and the author that he must follow me. Even if it's not easy to go there, I know he's supposed to follow me. Then he decided to follow me with the other 3 people from that church. We went to our house. We entered the room where my mom was sleeping. I told my mom to agree to be prayed, because there is only one God. There is no true God. So my mom, I thank God because my mom, she agreed to be prayed. So she was being prayed with that pastor. After praying, the pastor asked my mom if she can agree to follow Jesus and to receive him. Then my mom told the pastor she's ready. Then after that, we get out from there. When we get out from there, when I came back, my brothers started beating me up because we are Muslims, and maybe everybody or all the world knows how Somali communities are. 99% they are Muslim, and they cannot agree any Muslim to be converted to Christianity. It is like forbidden. It's like you rejected your family, you rejected the religion of a Muslim. So they started beating me up with canes. After they beaten me, my mother cannot help me because she's in the bed. She's sleeping there, no help, because she cannot even walk. She's just saying that, can you stop beating my daughter? But she cannot help me anything. After that, I was also going to school Monday to Friday. Saturdays we were going there. And there is a time these are compassion people having this seminar after school closed. They're going to a place for 7 days for the seminar. So that time, when I heard there is a seminar, I ran from home. I took my clothes, put in the bag, which is my books in. I removed my books and put my clothes. I go where they are doing the seminar. I'm going to stay there for 7 days and come back. But when I come back, I've been beaten every time. But if you ask me why I'm doing this, I don't know why I'm doing this, because I know I'm a Muslim and I came from a Muslim background, and also I was in madrasa. Madrasa is a place where we learn Quran, the religion of Islam. But I'm doing something different from my religion, from my community. And I was not doing, I don't know why I was doing that time, because I was there for 8 years, 9 years. So I was doing something different from my religion. Even if you go to the compassion, we'll be asked who can sing for us a song for Christianity. I see myself putting my hand up, singing Christianity songs, which I have never heard it, I've never been taught, but I was singing. When I was grade 8, because then in Kenya we are grade 8, so that you can go to secondary. When I was, before that, my mother died when I was 10 years. When my mother died for 10 years, my torture started for my family. I cannot go to that compassion. I cannot do anything, because they're saying that I become Christianity. I'm making them to shame because of the Christianity. When after I finished my primary education, wanted to go secondary school, my elder brother, he didn't wanted me to go to secondary school, because he told me that even if you go to secondary school or doing all that, you still do the Christianity thing. That we don't want you to do it. You're putting us in shame, you're putting the community and in a religion, a Muslim religion, in all. So he decided, I went to the place he was working. I told his boss that he's my brother and I don't have mother, father, and he don't want to help me to go to secondary school. So I want you to come, I want you to call him and ask him why he don't want to pay for me the school fees. So his boss called my brother called Hassan. He came there, he was being asked, is she your sister? He said, yeah, she's my sister. Why are you doing this? Oh, he just denied, he didn't do that. But he was being forced to cut his salary from the office so that I can go to secondary school. But after some days, he decided to get a transfer from the place here to go to Garissa. Garissa is a border of Somalia and Kenya. Even if we went to Garissa, the border, but we're the other side of the Somali country. But our school is in the Kenya side, but we're living in the border of the Somali side. So he decided us to go there because he don't want me to do to follow the Christianity or that thing. So because he knows that if you go to the border of the Garissa, the Somali, I cannot do anything, because there is a Somali community all over there, and the religion is very strong as Somali Muslim religion. So I cannot do anything that place. And 99% of the people there are Muslim and they are Somali community. So I cannot be able to do all that thing. So that's the why he decided us to go there. So after we go there, I went to Form 1. The Form 1, the school I was there, it was a Muslim school. We are wearing hijab. Even if you're Christian, you're wearing hijab. But the Christian who are there in that school is not the people who are living there. They are coming the other upper country, like maybe their parents they came there to work, like maybe a police or a doctor, something like that. But not the people originated from the place. The originated place is for Somali community only. So you can see in the school we can be 10, there can be 10 Christian people, all the school from Form 1 to Form 4. So even them, they must wear the hijab. That is must. They must wear the hijab. So I went to boarding school. After I went boarding to school, the Muslim people, they go from Friday to mosque, to their temple, maybe, let me say a mosque or masjid in Arabic way. But in Christianity, they don't allow them to go to the church. Because the other side of the Garissa, because it's a Kenya side, you can get maybe 1 or 2 church. So they are not allowed to go outside of the school. So when the Muslims, children going to Friday to the church, I was not going. I was staying with the Christianity. We are just going to one class, start teaching, and I was the leader. I was the leader for the 10 Christianity, because when you're going there, I'm the one who was teaching them. But I have never been to church. I've never been, maybe I've never read Bible. I've never seen a Bible, something like that. But God taught me before all that to teach that people. So my neighbors, the kids or the children of my followers or classmates we were the same school, we were the same in the class. When the school closed, when we go back, they told my family, my brother, my sister, that I was not going to mosque on Fridays. So they started beating me again and said that, okay, from today, you are not going boarding school. You will go day school. You go morning and come back home at evening. That was the worst thing in my mind, because I was having some peace when I was reading Bible or coming close to that Christianity kids. But now there is no relationship between them again, because we're just class, normal class, and go home. It was difficult us to be together again, because I'm going home evening that time. But when I was in Form 3, I was sleeping with my cousin in the same room but different bed. She's called Farhia. One night, Jesus came to me. But the first time I didn't know it's Jesus, because I was sleeping and I heard my voice calling me, Ifra, wake up, Ifra. So I thought that's my cousin who's calling me. Then I told her, why are you disturbing me? Why are you calling me? I want to sleep. But the voice is coming louder and bigger in my ears. So when I started opening my eyes, see what is it, I saw a big light, a light that I have never seen in my life. And the worst thing is that our bulb was on, because we were afraid to sleep in the darkness. So the bulb was on all the night. The bulb was off, just another light which I've never seen. Then suddenly I saw Jesus hanging. He's not down, he's not up, he's hanging here. I was afraid, because the Muslim, we heard that there is what we call a Satan. So I thought that the Satan is coming to me, because I've never seen such a thing. Because Muslims believe that there are Satan who they are Muslims, and Satan who they are Christians. And they believe that Satan Muslims, they are peaceful, they are good. But Satan, which is Christian, they are not good. So my mind came that this person is a Satan. Why is he coming like this? He's a Satan, because I've never seen such a thing, and I've never seen such a light in my life. But he told me in our language, in Somali language, he told me, I am your Lord, and I am the way. You cannot enter eternal life without seeing me, without passing me, or through him, or his way. So I was surprised, and he told me he's Isa bin Maryam. Isa bin Maryam, that's in the Quran, they're calling Isa bin Maryam in Quran. So I was confused, because we have been taught in madrasa that Isa bin Maryam, came to Jewish people, Israelis people, not all the world. So why me? I'm not a Jewish. I'm not a Israel. I'm not Israel person or Israel community or family. Why is he coming to me? So that time, my mind came to me that, okay, maybe this Isa bin Maryam or Jesus came to all world, because how can he know my language and Somali language and talk to me in Somali? It means that he was not sent to our Israel people only, but he was sent to all the world. So he told me that I have chosen you, and all that thing you are doing when you are young, going to church or just running up, going to the seminars or doing this, it was me who did that for you. I'm the one who made you to do that. That's why I remained that all that thing I was doing, opposite side of my religion was a Muslim. So he's the one who was doing that to me, who was doing that. Then he told me, you must tell your family the truth, that I'm only the way to the heaven. So I told him, how can I tell my people? And you know my people are Somali people. The people, you cannot tell them about Muslim, about Christianity. You cannot tell them about Jesus. Better you to die than to tell them about Jesus. Then he told me, remember that I died on the cross because of me, because of you. So you must tell them the truth. Then he went and the light get off. Then the bulb light get on again. So I was afraid, because my mind was like, maybe the Satan, because in Quran or in a Muslim way, we know this certain thing we have been taught. After that, I was afraid. I didn't tell my cousin, I didn't tell my family. I was afraid that time. I just went to school, but my mind was not there, confused. Who is this person? Is he really the Jesus? Is he really the Isa that we have been taught in the Quran? Is he the Satan? I was confused. I didn't know what to do. Then he came the second day again, telling me the same thing. You must tell your people I'm only the way. And he came the same way he came the first time, with a big light, hung, called my name. But that time he came, I was afraid now. Then he told me, today you must tell your people. Then I called my cousin. Farhia. I told her, Farhia, wake up. Then when she wake up, she's seeing me talking to someone, but she's not seeing the person I'm talking to. Then she told me that, who are you talking to? I told her that I'm talking to Jesus. Then she told me, you're crazy. Where Isa coming from? Because I cannot tell them using Jesus. I was using Isa bin Maryam, the way the Quran is. Then she told me, how can you say Isa bin Maryam? How can he come here? Then I asked her, did you see someone here that I'm seeing? She said, I don't see anything. Until she came where I was sitting in my bed, trying to see the place I'm looking, so that she can look if she can see it the way I'm seeing it. But she's not seeing. That's the time Jesus told me, she cannot see me because I've not chosen her. I've chosen you. Then the way we are talking conversation between me and Jesus, my cousin get out, tell my people, to go tell my aunt, my big brothers, that I'm becoming crazy. Because I'm just saying, Isa, I'm talking about Isa, I'm talking to someone that she did not see. Then my family came, my auntie, my brothers came. When they're coming to the door, so I heard their voices coming. I was afraid. I just wanted to take my blanket and cover myself. Then Jesus told me, don't cover yourself. Today they must know the truth. So I was afraid. You see someone hanging there in the air. You don't know who he is. I was afraid. The other side, I'm afraid of this family to see me that I'm talking about Jesus. Then when they entered, they asked me, who are you talking to? So the other side is telling me, tell them. And the other, for my family, telling me that they're asking me who was the person I'm talking to. Then I told them, I'm talking to Isa bin Maryam. He told me to tell you that he's the only way to heaven. Then my big brother slapped me and removed me one tooth with a blow, because I said that the only way is Jesus, the way Jesus told me to tell them. Then they told me that, okay, she's becoming crazy. A satanic Christian entered my body, has like a spirit. a certain spirit entered my body. That's why I'm talking about Christianity. Because Muslims, they're believing that there is Satan. I told you back when I was talking that there are certain Muslims and certain Christianity. So they believe that Christians, Satan, or the spirit of the Christian, of the Satan entered my body. That's what I'm talking about, Jesus. So they beated me up. They went, and Jesus is there for me. Then I cried inside my heart. I cannot say anything because they're there. I'm asking myself in my heart, telling me, if you are Jesus, you are telling me to tell them this, and you are leaving them to beat me. So I heard my voice telling me that, remember, I died and I was being tortured because of you. So don't be tired. And they are not seeing the light. They are not seeing the person. I'm the only one who's seeing it. Then Jesus get out again and move from there. My family, the next day, they called this sheikh, or let's call ustadi, something like that. These are let me say, like, I think you'll understand when I say sheikh or ustadi, the religion, the elders of the religion, telling me that so that they can read a Quran over me, so that Satan can get out of my body. And there is verses in the Quran, is the satanic verses. They're called Ayatul Ruqya. Ayatul Ruqya is the verses of the Satan in the Quran. So if they see someone is the Satan enter their body, they use that verses of Quran to remove that evil or that spirit in the body of the people. So they took me, they bring these old sheep, 2 sheep, so that they can slaughter. Then they can read that Quran over me. They take me to enter the one room, and then leaders of the Muslims are there. They took the canes. They start beating me while they are reading that verses of Quran called Ayatul Ruqya. They are doing that, like removing that spirit from me. But I was crying, telling them that I'm not crazy and I don't have a spirit or evil spirit or that Satan. I'm telling you what Isa or Jesus told me to say to you. That is the only way. But nobody was hearing me, just beating me up. I was with a lot of scars in my body. Until now, I have that scars in my body. Then after I fed, I was crying, asking me, Jesus, if you are the one who telling me to tell these people that, can you help me? I was crying in my heart. Then Jesus came back there. He came between that people. They are not seeing him. I'm the one who's seeing him. He told me, okay, that what they are reading, it will be like lullaby song that will sleep. And the cane they're beating you is like they're doing their body like this so that you can sleep. But you will hear what they're talking, but you will sleep, deeply sleep. Then after like 5 minutes, I fall asleep. I sleep. So they were asking themselves, how can we beat this person? We are beating this girl and she's still sleeping. She cannot hear all that pain of the cane, or she's not feeling anything. But I know Jesus was doing all that for me after I cried, and he told me he'll do that. After some minutes, they get out. They get the food that they're cooked for the 2 goats they're slaughtered. Then after 1 hour, like 2 hours, I wake up. When I wake up, they bring that meat, that food, like here we call it pilau, like rice. They bring to me so that I can eat. But before I took that to eat, Jesus told me in my ears, don't eat that meat, because that meat they slaughtered because of the satanic way. Your sacrifice has finished in the cross. No sacrifice again. Don't eat it. Then I tell them, I cannot eat this food or this meat because you slaughtered because of the Satans, because of that spirit, evil spirit. You didn't slaughter because of us to eat as normal, but in the spirit, so I cannot eat. My own slaughter, my own sacrifice was done by Jesus in the cross. Then they told me, how can you know about all that? Who taught you? You have never been church. You don't know this thing. How can you all know this thing? Who told you to say this? Then Jesus told me, because he was telling me in my ears. After 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 I refused to eat that food, they took the food outside. I stayed some days, like just going back to school the other time, but the day school, not boarding school again. Going morning, going evening, going morning, going evening. Then one night, Jesus came to me again and told me, can you go and find any church from the other side of the Kenya? Okay. Then I told, how can I go? How can I go there? Because there's me and my cousin. One day she's going to the market, and the other day I'm the one who's going to the market. Just 2 days, because the other day we're in the school. Just Saturday and Sunday. Then how will I go? Then Jesus told me, I will make them I will make them to tell you to go, even if it's not your day going to the market. And the way we are going there, you must be followed with a young boy. You cannot go you cannot go alone as a young girl. You must be security with or followed by or guided by a small boy. That's the way Somali people are. Then that day was my day for my cousin to go to the market. But I heard my aunt told me that today you're the one who's supposed to go. Then I said, it's not my day going there. Then she told me, yeah, I know, but you must go today. That's the time I realized that, okay, Jesus told me he will make them to send me to the market so that they can get chance to go to church. So that day, I went with that young boy of my aunt to the market. But while the market, going around to choose maybe tomato or such thing, I confused that young boy and I ran. I ran, but I didn't know where the church is, who I am going to ask, who am I going to tell anything. I was just walking. Then I asked someone who is with a motorbike, but he was a Christian, came from Garissa, the other side called Tana River. Tana River is a river which divided Garissa and the other side of the Kenya. They came here to do that business and then go back sleeping there. You cannot sleep here. What is dangerous for them, for the Christianity to leave that side. I told him that, can you show me where the church is? So he was confused. I was wearing like hijab. How can you, as Somali people, and wearing this hijab and you're Muslim, asking for about church? You want me, your people, to kill me? That's the thing he was asking me. Then I said, no, it's a long story that I cannot tell you, but just please help me to tell you. Because the rules of that place, you cannot be carried with motorbike as a woman or as a girl. Motorbike is just like for men's only, not for women's. So he cannot even carry me to take me there. Just what he told me that I will help you, but I will go in front of you. Just go distance over me. But when we are coming back on me, I will show you a sign. If I show you a sign like this, know that is the church that you will enter. But I will not carry you or follow with you. Then I say, okay. He started walking and follow him slowly. But I was not close to him because of the security. When he get around that, he showed me by the sign. Then he just went. I just tried. I cannot enter in the through gate, because people will see me wearing this side and this clothes I'm wearing now, and entering that, they will follow me and maybe do something bad there. So I just go round and try to get some a hole or a small place that I can enter, because we don't know the fence with the blocks, just like canes. Then I entered. When I entered, I saw the choir people, but they were running from me because they thought that maybe I came from with a bomb, maybe to kill them, something like that. Because that side, these Al-Shabaab came to beat everybody in the church or everybody. So they were afraid because they have not seen someone like me coming daytime to the church. Sure, they ran from me. Then I told them, don't run from me because I don't have anything. So because I was having like a full dress and a hijab, not like this, which is been together like this, was separated. The hijab and the dress was separated. So then I removed the hijab over me, and I told them that I don't have anything. I didn't carry anything. I just came for the peace. So they was afraid because they called the church and told, can you come and see this girl coming with here? We're afraid to go there. But I thank God, one lady from that choir, she came close to me. Then I told her, come. But she started searching me if I have a bomb or carrying something in my body that maybe can kill them or destroy them or do disaster there. I didn't have anything. Then I told her that I just want to see the pastor. So I saw the pastor and I told him, first thing, pastor was surprised, asking me, how can you come here? What are you looking for? You see. Then I told him the story, but I cannot tell all the story because the time I was running from home. Then he told me, okay, fine. So he took me to the altar and tell me to say these words, that you're following Jesus. From today, you are my savior. I tell all that thing process, then I say, okay, I'm going. So I went to the market again. I saw the young boy just trying to find me where I am. So I told him, why are you standing here? And I was there waiting for you. I just confused him because I was afraid. But I was late. I just buy very fast what I have been asked to buy. Then I go home. The first thing, I have been beaten. Where were you? You see. After that, they told me the time is over now. Just we want the food. Within 5 minutes, this food will be ready. How can 5 minutes I can cook a rice maybe and the stew? It is not easy. So I started crying. How can I do this? Okay, I put on the fire, 2 fires. I put the water for the rice. I tried to cut the meat, start boiling. So while I'm peeling the potatoes, I was cutting the potatoes into 2 sides or 2 pieces. When I cut into pieces, in these pieces is like it has a cross, and the other pieces it has a cross. All the potatoes I was carried in that bucket has a cross with red color. Then my cousin came and said, what are you doing? I didn't do anything. She was asking, what is this cross? I said, I don't know. I peeled the potato. I started trying to cut it, and what I saw is this. So they told me that all the evil spirit of the Christianity, which is inside you, it comes even to our food and the potatoes. So she called her mom, she was my aunt. She came to see the potatoes and my brothers. What have you done? I didn't do. So they thought that maybe I've written by using pen. They started doing like this with a knife, but it was the potato. What have you done? I didn't do anything. So they do what? They sent someone to buy another potato. So they just took this potato and put it in the trash. When they bring the another potato, then she told me, okay, fine, peel this. I started peeling the potato again.